Okay, okay.
Dude, I cannot wait to get that boom arm so I can just have it and
Oh
just bring it
yeah.
in right here.
Oh, there we go.
Yo, what's up?
What up, dude?
Dude, whoa. Oh shit.
What's
Bram, bram,
up?
bram, 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 bram.
Fucking foghorn button. Going
Yes,
fucking
dude,
nuts.
spam that button right now. Look at this guy. He's got the Akatsuki set up.
Oh, I thought they were cloud people. Fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, the cloud people. Yep, that's right. That's right.
Good
You're
shit.
right. You were actually right.
Well,
You're
hey
actually
man,
right.
we're showing off props. I heard someone got a Darth Vader lightsaber.
That I did. And we're gonna have to definitely talk about that later in this
Nice man.
segment here. I am kind of trying to get my camera just right. Hopefully we're not live just yet. Are we? Yeah, we are probably knowing you, huh? Yeah, I saw the
This dude.
eyebrow. All right, all
But
right, all right.
I was gonna say, bro, I was jamming some fucking early 2010s hits. What's that band? They have a song. It's like their song. It's like radioactive, radioactive. Da na na na.
Oh, yes. Is that Imagine Dragons, I think it might be?
Oh yeah! Imagine dragging my nuts across your face.
All right, Noel over here.
I'm sorry.
Walked right into it. I know we're going seventh grade locker room. I'll give you props on that one. As I got something on my eye. I got the fan rolling today, ladies and gents. Got the fan rolling today.
Oh yeah, it's a hot
It's,
one.
yeah, it's really, really humid out. We got all the waterworks apparently supposed to be happening tonight over here in good
Oh,
old
sick.
Austin.
Dude, it's my favorite thing about spring. Like switching seasons is whenever it rains like the most and the heavy. Dude, speaking of which, I think I told you I was in Big Spring the last weekend or the weekend before that, right?
I think it was last weekend. I'm starting to get my days mixed.
Right,
Was
yeah,
last
same.
weekend the holidays? I think it was, right? I think so. Pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Let's say it was.
But fucking dude. So on the way back from Big Spring to Lubbock, dude, we hit the hardest fucking what is it hailstorm ever. Like,
What?
yeah, dude.
That's wild.
Like I'm talking like you couldn't see shit in front of you. Fucking the hail hitting the car was so loud I couldn't hear Jackie talking right next to me,
Damn.
and all the kids were fucking screaming
I
their
was
asses off.
I immediately my mind went like, what about the kiddos?
Yeah,
They
dude,
had to
they
been
were.
like,
Yeah, they were not fans. So
holy
that
goodness.
and dude, like once it like did disappear, like once the storm went away, like the roads were straight up like just like looked like 2 inches of snow, and that's what it felt like driving on too. Like it was nuts.
Oh man, you're bringing me back to Minnesota days. You're bringing
Uh,
me back.
Back to the north.
Back to the mighty north we go, brother.
Nice.
It's scary, dude. It's scary. Hail, wetness, ice of any kind, all the above. Goodness gracious. But you guys made it back in one piece, thankfully. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
matters most. Goodness gracious. Um, yeah, man, I speaking of driving in unpleasant conditions, I got a fun story because it's story hour.
Nice.
Um, Starting now. No, dude, in Minnesota, we have, I guess I'm setting up the context here. We have the Mall of America. Everybody
Yes.
loves it. It's a classic place to
Yes.
go.
That's
Um,
right.
Yours
Utilized it.
truly was there once upon a time. For the sake of the story, it was, I don't know, probably a little bit before Christmas. No, a little bit after, because usually, like in Minnesota, the snow really, ironically, comes like right after Christmas. Sometimes before, but
Even better.
no, it was after for sure. And I just remember I left and everything was fine. I mean, there's snow was on the ground or whatever, but as far as like snowing goes, things of that sort, it was clear. Nice kind of day for the most part. Little nippy outside, a little bit cold, but anywho, I get in my car. I'm going, and I'm like, okay, I got about like 15 minutes till I can get home. And I take the long way just because, I think a new album came out, something like that. And I was like, oh, just more time to jam out.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah, you're
Cool.
good. You're good.
Right? And dude, I hit the freeway and it just starts snowing hard. Like snowing super, super hard. And living in Minnesota, that was like, I don't know, maybe my third or fourth winter at the time, being back for school and what have you. So it wasn't anything, that I wasn't,
Couldn't
you
handle.
know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
I can handle, right? And the thing that was crazy though is, I guess, further context, if you're driving in the snow and if it rains the day before,
Oh,
there's this thing called
dude.
black ice you have to look out for.
Oh
That's
wow.
something I completely forgot. So fast forward back to the story. We're hitting one of the major exits or whatever that I need to get off of. And right before I like, thankfully, I should like preface this, there was like not a lot of cars, probably because they knew the conditions and they were
Uh,
smart, checked all their apps
uh,
and things. Yeah, so thankfully there wasn't like anyone in front of me or behind me or anything. But yeah, as I alluded to probably with that ice, there was some black ice I hit. I was in like the left lane, and I've never been in this situation where I was like just so frightened. Not like scared, but it was just like a certain kind of like fright that took over because your boy did like a full 360.
yep. So,
Um,
so you were afraid of the ice primarily because it was black.
and you can see because I guess when I left, it was still there's some daylight, but
Wow.
when everything had occurred and I hit the ice, it
The
was
black ice, yeah.
I don't know. It was definitely. I mean, it was well into the evening and zero sunlight, so it was pretty dark out there. And like I
Uh,
said, the snow's piling up as it goes. So
yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah.
snowing really, really hard. So didn't see it, hit it. Thank the heavens that there were no cars behind or in front, because like I said, full on, I was in the very left lane, so the fast lane. And I was going, this is the scary part too. I think I was only going about 45, which again, don't recommend. You probably shouldn't be I think when it's snowing, and especially like you said with previous conditions, if there's any kind of rain of any sort a day or even sometimes day or two before, the roads just you really gotta check. You gotta know where you're at, know your surroundings, right?
Oh
That's
yeah,
that was
yeah.
key. Know your surroundings. So, um, all that just went out the window. Didn't think anything was gonna happen.
Usually how it goes.
Um,
Yeah.
exactly. So
But
anywho, that happens. I'm going full 360, and the part that's wild that like what saved me, those big giant um what are they, like the green kind of like exit signs? It's like just exit. It's got like the
yeah,
arrow. It's
yeah,
just like
yeah.
huge. By the way, those are really, really bigger up close than you think. It's so
Oh
funny
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's wild. But that's what saved me because this particular exit that I was on, it was like it's not like Minnesota doesn't have like the super, super high like ramps that we kind of have here in
Here in
Texas,
Texas, yeah.
but it still was high enough. And the thing about Minnesota is there's lots of water. So by that particular exit, like there's like a little, I don't know what you would call it, like a reservoir maybe. Wasn't necessarily a lake or anything like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that was like on one side. The other side was just like not like all kinds of little buildings and things because it was high enough
You
up.
were fucking flirting with death right there.
Pretty much how it felt. Yeah.
You're
So
like, death demon, come here. Oh, I want you. You're
how it
crazy.
felt, it was insane. So that's where like that whole fright thing kind of came in, and I was just
Oh
like,
yeah, because it was black ice.
yeah,
But you
exactly.
wouldn't be afraid if it was white ice.
If it was white ice, it would be spooky. It would enter the more of the realm of spooky rather than frightening, like that was. Still don't recommend either, but yeah, the black ice hits so differently, literally hit it differently.
Oh wow,
Um,
cause
but
black. Yeah.
Thankfully, your boy lived to see another day. Thanks to that big old exit green sign saved my life. Or else I could have fallen off into some reservoir or something like that. Would have been the end of yours truly.
Into the abyss.
Yeah. But enough of all that crazy stuff. Dude, how we're like a what? We're like an entertainment slash what is the YouTube slash Spotify have us like categorized as like cultural podcast,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
something like
mean,
that.
yeah, it's not like we get in depth like on any specific culture. Dude, have you seen? It's a Jonah Hill came out with a new movie. He's a Jewish dude and he dates this Muslim chick. Fuck, what's it called?
Was it relatively recent? Did it like just?
Yeah, yeah, like super new, super new.
I think I know what you're talking. I haven't seen it. Is that the one where like they kissed and like the kiss was like all like was it
Yeah, yeah,
Photoshop?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
wanted to see it. I heard it was good, but
it,
have not yet.
it is pretty good. But what's funny is that Jonah Hill's occupation is he's a podcaster on that in that
Oh,
movie.
this is feeling personal now. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, that's the thing is that they ask him like what do you do? Like the other family is like, well, what do you do for a living? And he's like, I got a podcast and kind of trying to take off with that like full time. They're like, well, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, the culture. And they're like, what does that even fucking mean? Like, what
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
and, it's funny because I don't know, we're technically under cultural, you know what I mean, like category
yeah.
podcast,
Are
and
we kind of in the same boat as Jonah Hill right now?
yeah, well, like I don't know, it's not like any specific culture, honestly. I mean, we're just kind of talking about damn near everything, or we try to.
We try our
Yeah,
best, y'all.
yeah, and but yeah, no, it's just every time I think about our pod, I think about fucking that movie. It's nuts. Well, what's cool though is that whenever they do their pods, though, they actually do it live. Like they live stream it on Twitch, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. So they got like people just like pretty much like how we have our screen. They would have like the chat like coming up or whatever on the side, and it's pretty sick, honestly. I mean, obviously, we're nowhere near that
Chat.
caliber.
Can you give us a hell yeah chat? Do it like Twitch streaming style.
Right, right. Can I get W's for Z's glasses today?
I do. Hey, I'm glad you noticed. I got the glasses back for all our audio only.
Yeah, I fucking
Can't see
guessed.
it now, but the glasses are back.
Nice, man. I gotta actually get me a new pair. Because I've been rocking the contacts for like, I think a year now.
Without any glasses. You know what? Speaking of which, I guess on the Snapchats and anytime I've seen you as of recent, I don't recall seeing the classic D-man frames.
Nah,
What
dude,
happened to those
because,
things?
well, I got, blah, 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 blah. Let me see. These fucking bad boys are right here.
The classics. There they are.
See, what are these, like, bullhorn glasses, I think, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, dude, these fucking little rubber pieces right there that go in your nose, I think I'm allergic to them. Because every time I put them on, they start itching like fucking crazy. And then,
Dude,
like,
I thought for a second you'd be like, it's like the sports from Last of Us. I don't know what's going on.
nah, dude, it's like,
Just kidding.
they start like itching. And then, like, if I ignore the itch and leave them on, like, even after an hour, I take them off and there's like two red spots exactly where they were.
Oh
It's
no.
like just irritated, and it'll be like that for at least like a day or two. And I'm like, that's never happened with any of my old glasses. But before I had glasses similar to yours, where like it was just the frames that set on my
Right,
face.
didn't
Yeah,
have those little what would you call them? Nose guards? I don't know. What are those?
I have no fucking idea, but it sucks, man, because
Chat, what is the name of that part of the frame of the glasses?
right,
Let us know
yeah,
right now.
comment, like, and subscribe. I just throw that in there. But no, it sucks though, bro, because I have like the most sensitive skin. Like, if I wear a belt, like if the belt even touches my stomach like a little bit, it'll start to like rash up.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And whenever I went to Corey's wedding, do you know what shirt stays are?
No, I don't know if I do.
So they're kind of like suspenders. They're suspenders in a Y shape, right?
Okay.
So the two top ones that split off into the Y, one hooks on to the front. So they hook onto your sides, like at your hip, and the Y's hip onto the front of your shirt and the back of the shirt, and the single one, the leg of the Y, hooks onto your sock. So
Your sock.
yeah, your sock. So what that does is like like have you ever had like the issue of like tucking in your shirt, but then like as the hours go on, some of it comes up and it looks like a little muffin top.
Yeah.
Well, the shirt stays prevent that because they keep them pulled down the entire time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I had those, and dude, they're fucking awesome. But
10 out of 10 recommend.
oh yeah, 10 out of 10. They're like $12 a pair too. It's not even that bad.
Adding to my Amazon cart right now.
Please do. But bro, I fucking like where the clip was clipped onto my sock. It was rubbing my
Mhm.
leg that whole night, and like 2 days later, like I had like it looked like bug bites. I was like, oh, what the fuck is like it itches so bad. And then
Yeah.
fucking it was on the other leg, like in the exact same spot. So I'm like, what happened? I'm like, oh, the fucking shirt stays. God damn it. I hate this, bro.
Damn it.
Yeah, dude,
Mm.
it sucks having sensitive skin, and I just feel bad because I think one of my kids may have it too. I think Elle. I think she has it too.
Passed it down. Passed it down to the little ones. Look
Yeah,
at what you're
dude.
doing. I can't believe you. You
Bad,
madman.
bad dad move, man.
No, I can picture you now like whenever you're probably shopping for something, especially if it's like clothing or whatever related. Got to look at the tag. The man's like, this material. I'm getting all scientific with it.
It sucks because I have to do like little stupid like I'm trying to like life hack it like with, with my fucking the belts. Jackie has clear nail polish, and I'm like, well, let's just paint over this fucking belt buckle. So,
The life hacks coming through.
ah, yeah, dude, shit
All
works.
you younger listeners out there, you're gonna appreciate the life hacks as you grow older. Maybe you already do, maybe you don't, but you definitely will when you reach probably what, over 27.
Uh,
When you unlock the lovely, lovely age of 27.
oh yeah, good shit. I remember one of my very first life hacks was at the age of fucking 06, and
Zeros.
it was fucking. Do you remember crushing a like a Coke can and putting it onto the back of your bike, the tire, so it sounded like a motorcycle? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, that was a great life hack. Sounds loud as
Clever.
fuck. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely clever. D-Man's gonna be he's the one pulling up. I mean, you actually ended up having a motorcycle for a hot second.
Bro, fucking miss it, man. Jesus Christ, you have no idea.
So all those loud rooms, that was from your boy. Once upon a time.
Yeah, man, I was cool like that. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about like terms that used to be cool to say all the time, like "see ya,"
Whoa,
"wouldn't be
man.
ya," like shit like that.
Classic.
And I was like, man, that shit was so cool. And I used to say cool
That shit
shit.
was bomb, dude.
Yeah, the bomb.com.
So bomb.com. Yeah, that was like high school for us.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Now you got my mind like working here.
and see, I was
Oh shit,
like,
where was another?
man, I used to be so cool saying all this cool ass shit, but now I'm just like over here saying like boy howdy and Nito, and I
Dude.
just like fucking
That
lamed it up.
I feel like that word's timeless. Neato, or just neat in general. You just sneak a little neat in there. Like, damn, Billy, that belt you got, that's a neat belt you got there. Like,
I think
no one would see that coming. They're like,
I think just saying.
like his mind would be like, did you just say neat? 10
I,
cool points.
you know what's funny is that I've said Nito, and I've actually gotten a comment on it. I think it was Gio. He was like I was like, someone said something. I was like, oh, Nito, and Gio was like, Nito, cool, and I'm like,
Gave you that touche
yeah,
there.
yeah. I was like, nice, I'll take that.
Dude, some of the old words, if you can just kind of sneak them in, especially for this younger crowd, they're like, "Oh shit, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna pocket that
I
one."
remember in high school, like intentionally trying to say words that weren't said that often. And
Okay, hipster over here.
no, for
Hipster demon.
yeah, dude. Like I remember, rad wasn't used a whole lot. Oh,
Everybody's using the word rad, so we're gonna actually use the word
tad,
dar. No,
dar,
try to just like do backwards.
right? But dar,
Was it? This is like a perfect Mean Girls reference. Stop trying to bring the word fetch in, D-man.
bro. That's not what's said. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
There you go.
Actually, no, because I watched Mean Girls just the other day too.
Oh man. I'm glad we're at a stage in life where we can talk about any movie and be like, that's relatively okay. I mean, I know there's some. I'm gonna, backpedal this a bit
Well,
here.
so
Backstep this
what's
here.
not cool?
Walking it back.
That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
What's not acceptable?
I don't know if it would ever be cool to admit that you watch. I gotta think about this for a second now.
Okay, I'll tell you a movie that I've watched that I get shit for all the time. That I'm like, why? That's stupid.
What is it?
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, I still have yet to see that, and
I
that
saw it and I thought it was good.
and I hear it's great. You know what? I just watched speaking of Jake Gyllenhaal, I just watched the new Hot Ones with him in it. Pretty funny. Check it out if you haven't.
Really? He's in the new one?
Um, yeah, I guess it's the way they're closing off this season of Hot Ones was with him. He did the last episode for the season.
Oh,
Anyways, we're
neat.
getting off
Yeah,
topic
yeah,
as we do on this pod. Um, what I can't think of any. It's always when like you have to think about something that you can't think about it.
yeah.
Why
It's
does
just
that
how it
always have
goes.
to be a phenomenon? Can somebody please make a device, wrap it up, package it, sell it on shelves, put it on shelves so we can buy it? Where when you need to think about something in a specific moment, boom, it just comes right to you. I'm
Well,
pretty sure there's something in development.
I'm going for engineering, so I'll make it for you, buddy.
Dude, yes,
You'll get the
please
first
do
one.
that. I will definitely be the lab rat and try it out. Dare I say?
Just imagine like South Park Imagination Land, like all your crazy thoughts fucking get pulled into reality.
Oh man, that was a great one. The Imagination Land episode. What was that? Didn't it end up going into like 3 parts, I think?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it did.
Oh man. Anywho, speaking of other shows, this is the one, dude. I was gonna ask you, bro,
Bro.
The Mandalorian. Are we caught up,
No, dude. There's like no
dude?
time.
I know you're watching a lot of shows, but they
Um,
just had the season finale, and I so much needs to be talked
you
about.
know what's funny is that why can't I be like you with this? Like, oh, I'm a binger. Why can't I just wait for all of them to come out instead of watching weekly? Yeah, yeah. I don't like being tables have turned. The turntables.
How the turntables are turned.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You know, only a select few can play that card.
Well, I did it, so fuck off. So yeah, haha. Love
Dude,
that.
no, you're right. I mean, it's funny since we're normally pretty much in sync. Not all the way, but pretty in sync with a lot of the shows we're consuming
For the most
as of
part, yeah.
late.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Like we
like
both finished House of the Dragon at pretty much around the same time, which was great. Um,
Last of
what was
Us,
the
you
other one?
waited until after it was already over.
I pretty much did, but your
Yeah.
boy played the game, beat it. That could be a whole segment for a hot second. They did a very phenomenal job, by the way.
Phenomena. Yeah.
And it followed the game pretty much to a T.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much to a T. It
Good
was, I
shit.
mean, and the things that they rearranged from one playing the game, yeah, I'm one of the select few. I feel like those people that like read the book before seeing the movie. I feel like one of those people there.
Okay, relax. This game has been out since like 2009. All right.
I know exactly. I know all the like OG gamers out there probably just like
They're like,
writing
what?
this off as like,
He barely
gosh.
beat it.
Exactly,
Fucking
yeah.
14 years later. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, by the time he finally finished it, it's like the whole fucking Last of Us pretty much happened in a form of pandemic. No, I'm just kidding. That's
Daryl Zach is actually the Last of Us to finish the fucking game.
uh gosh.
Yeah.
No, but it did a really great job at following like even the little things.
little
If
things.
anyone has not seen the show, fast forward to like a couple minutes from
We'll
now,
put
because
the timestamp right
we'll
here when
put
we're done talking about it.
we'll put the timestamp
Bingo.
in.
Bada bing. Bada. All right, go on. Go on.
No, that's out of the way. Cool. Now we can really dig in. Oh, dude, about that one movie. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No, no, dude. Remember? I think it was the last episode of the show where, right before they get to the little Fedra hideout area, extraction zone, whatever you want to call it. Ellie sees like the awesome giraffe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like that was pretty much exactly how it goes in the game and like how it happens. It was pretty cool to see that, like how they pretty much just followed it to a script. Because some things I feel like it's just so pure and so beautiful in its own right. That's like, why try to redo it or try to make it better, or whatever, or less or more, whatever. Like sometimes when something's just so great that you just kind of have to keep it as it is. And I'm glad that they kept that moment as it was.
Yeah,
Um,
well, that was fuck, I forget his name, but it's the dude that wrote the game himself. It was him and they were the main showrunners. It was him and homeboy that did Chernobyl, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Chernobyl's amazing too.
that was a great
But that
miniseries.
just goes to speak how I think his name is Neil Drummond or something like that, right?
That sounds right.
I think so. Well, I think so. Neil is the guy that did the game,
Look at me doing the fact checking.
right?
Just
Yeah.
kidding. Just kidding. No, we do
So
got the technology, but continue, please, sir.
Neil did the game, and I forget homeboy that did Chernobyl, but like some aspects that he wanted to. Pretty much, Neil was like, if something can be better, then let's do it.
Yeah,
So
and you're right, by the way. Yeah, it's Neil Druckmann.
Druckmann, that's what it is, not Drummond. But he was like,
You're
yeah,
pretty much right, dude.
it's like if we could make something better, then I want to do it. I don't want to make changes for the sake of making changes,
Yeah.
which is like the super good way to go about it because you see a lot of like adaptations just fucking fumble the ball, and you're like, what? What's one that you hate? The Resident Evil one on Netflix.
Oh my gosh! If there was one thing that and that goes back to things that we were talking about that. Well, I guess maybe that doesn't really fit that whole bill. Like things that one would be embarrassed to watch. Never mind.
Yeah, because I
Anyways,
watched it, motherfucker.
just kidding. Just kidding. I'm trying to find any. You know what this is? I'm trying to find any way for if someone were to want to watch the new Resident Evil series to not watch that series because I swear to you, I'm saving you precious moments of your life. I'm saving you from having to have that shaved away. But that show was so terrible. I'm going on air, going live with this.
Compared to the
It
game,
was
though, right?
garbage,
Like with the game
super
in
trash.
mind.
Gamer, and this is the thing, gamer mind or not, like okay, I'm gonna give an example. Just classic, one of like some just basic dialogue that happens in some of the episodes.
Mm.
Cut to like the main, and it sucks because I liked the actress that was the main character, and just because the show was so god awful, I can't even think of any of the characters' names other than Wesker, because they always have to have Wesker in Resident Evil, some shape or form.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Um,
By the way.
R.I.P. Yeah, unfortunately. No, not unfortunately. He's a bad guy.
No, not Wesker, dude. The dude that played him, he died.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
you're all not R.I.P. I was like, oh fuck, okay, jeez.
No, yeah, you're right. That guy is no longer with us.
Nope.
R.I.P. That's really sad. Um, his daughters in the show, huge,
Yeah.
like in the show.
Yeah.
The like eldest one, like one, one of her lines is like, I kid you not, this is almost just verbatim. What just happened? Cut to like this random guy. I don't know. Cut back to her. We should get out of here. And then cut back to the other guy. We should get out of here. And proceed to like action happening. Like internally, she's just like, wow, that was a close call. And it's just like basic, super simple dialogue like that for a lot of the stuff. I'm not trying to say like, hey, have like some super thought out, crazy complex like dialogue, especially in the midst of battle. Like no one's like this isn't like Light from Death Note or something like that. But come on, man, don't give me this like, holy goodness, that was crazy.
Golly gee willikers, Batman. Wait, wrong show.
Oh man, but there was like no real cohesion with the show, so the writing was just not fun.
I can see that.
The music was super lackluster. The way that they would try to bring in some of the classic Resident Evil characters just didn't really work. That and by it like that, how I'm saying that I guess is like we all know about the lickers. You know, that's like a classic just from what Resident Evil 1.
What is it?
What
The what?
the lickers.
How do they do their thing?
You know what, D-Man, you got a great impression. I need it. We need it for all the live viewers. You got to show us how you do the licker impression
I
right
have
now.
I have a great liquor impression. It's pouring Jack and Coke together and drinking it. It's pretty great. Yeah,
And that was it. See, I told you you had it down.
told you. Yeah.
Broski knew. But yeah, dude, and they only gave him like I don't what it felt like 5 seconds of screen time, and it was for like that was it. That was all you got to see of like one of the most iconic creatures in the Resident Evil universe. Um, but now I just feel like I'm shitting on the show, which I should because again,
You are.
for anyone out there, don't do it.
You are.
I'm trying to save.
For
I'm
someone who
trying to
enjoyed
save
it.
you.
Well,
You'll just be wasting your time.
to be fair, so you're a fan of the series, though, right? Like,
Not even a little bit.
Really?
Oh, the video games?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
video
yeah.
games, yes.
Okay.
I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan.
See, and I've never played any other Resident Evils, like, at all. Never, not one. And I think because of that, I'm not going in with, like, expectations. Nostalgia bait. It's not gonna get me.
I mean, and that's just one little dynamic, if you will.
But no, like a lot of the stuff that you have said, yeah, true. Like the dialogue was pretty corny between like the teenagers and the music was kind of not there. I thought it was an interesting premise for it being a different take on how it normally goes, but they didn't even like show a whole lot. They kept on like switching timelines, like, and I'm never really a fan of that too much. It's like,
I feel like, and I know, from our just limited background of directing and writing things, because we've just done so much. And if you look us up on IMDb, you'll see D-Man and Z as right there next to Steven Spielberg. Just kidding. All jokes aside.
you might have seen us at the Oscars for Anything, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. God damn it! Yeah, we helped. We were the.
I was one of the what do they call it? The gaffers? Is that who's the one that?
I was holding
That was
the
yeah.
I was holding the boom mic the whole time, so I was there. I did shit. Look me up on
I saw a
IMDb.
thing or two.
Yeah,
You know,
obviously.
there was actually a cool, that one little when they're out there.
Wait,
in
shut
the,
up, shut up.
was
I
it-
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me
I was
anything.
about to go into. You know how I am. I'll say every little part of the scene too.
Yeah, don't say shit. Don't say shit.
Okay, you need to see it. Super good movie. Awesome movie.
Yeah.
But going back to Resident Evil for a hot second, and kind of like exactly like what you're bringing up is how, like as far as how the story develops and the flashbacks and the not flashbacks and all that stuff. I mean, I'm cool with, if there's something that happens in the past, do the cool flashback thing, but don't do it the entire fucking.
Like that's half of the entire series.
It went all the way to the last episode.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you should have gotten this done by like episode 5.
Yeah.
They do the whole flashback thing the entire span of that first season. And you know what? I forgot to mention this too. So this kind of also backs me up, saving my butt here. The show did not get renewed for another season. They canned it, and said, nah, brah, we're not bringing that one back. Rightfully so. But again, from all my just directorial and writing, all just that plethora of background that I have, because I just know so much about this.
Obviously. Yeah, yeah. Weren't you the
But
one
why
they
would you do that? Why? Why would they try to do that for like the entire season?
weren't you
Should have been done
one of the
first couple
ones
episodes.
that they consulted with the Cowboy Bebop live action show? That was you, right? You did that.
Oh my, that was another one too. That one's personal because Cowboy Bebop is like one of my all-time favorite anime. I will go as far as to say it's my number one.
And that's why they brought you
And
on board to
they
help fix it.
messed it up. No, they messed it
Oh, so you're
up
blaming it on them.
so bad, and it
So
sucks because I love. Uh, gosh, now I can't even think of Spike's actor's name. What is his name? Again, we got technology. Why am I not using the technology here?
his name is John.
Yes, thank you. Old Johnny boy.
I love
I
him.
feel like, yeah, I
I
like
love him in
him
a lot of
so
things.
much
Yeah.
as an actor. I think, like him in Star Trek was awesome. Harold and Kumar, classic. Um, but no, when it came to Cowboy Bebop, I feel like he did what he could with what was given, and that's, they didn't give him much. They did not
Yeah.
give the homie much, and that's just one. That whole thing could just be an episode in itself, but that's just
It's
one issue.
I think when it comes to entertainment in general, in terms of like just adaptations, I think they can be very difficult to pull off successfully. But one franchise that didn't fumble the ball is the fucking Super Mario movie, man.
Bring it back.
It was amazing. Okay, okay. So
I've been hearing great things, and I'm so happy. Dude, and everyone out there listening as well, I fumbled the ball here. I dropped the ball, and I did not see it over the
oh
weekend, like I
my
said. I know, but know that I got to see this thing because everyone keeps talking about it, and it's funny because I saw the fan bam over the weekend, and they saw it,
You're
and
just over
just
here looking like a fucking scrub.
exactly.
Yep.
Um, in my defense, we had nothing really going on Sunday, and I looked at Jessie. She's gonna be so upset with me for throwing her under the bus a little bit, but I have to because we were completely wide open Sunday afternoon,
But she had
and I was like,
diarrhea. Got it. I'm sorry, Jesse.
right,
Put your whole biz out there.
just throw her under the bus more. Oh, she's gonna kill me later. Do I just start preparing my defense now? I'm just kidding.
I'm on. Don't worry, the edits, bro. The edits.
That's what the edits are for.
That's right.
Um, yeah, we were wide open Sunday afternoon. I was like, right now would be a great time to go see this movie, babe. But no, she's like, dinner's gonna take extra long tonight, and I'm starting to think it was intentional because,
She not a Mario fan?
and she loves Super Mario. Um, she's down with the series. She's a bit of a gamer. I don't know. I don't know what got into her, why she didn't want to do it. But it broke my heart a little bit saying it live on air. She's probably gonna
She's
get
probably
after
gonna
me
break
later.
your heart, like IRL, like physically break your heart.
Uh,
Just nice through your heart.
yeah.
But honestly, it's not like a story that hasn't already been told. Like it's nothing new. Like I could literally, I'm pretty sure if I were to ask you to just, if I was like, Zach, guess the plot of the movie, and exactly what you would say would be the correct answer. I shit you not. Like
It's that simple, eh?
it's super simple. I mean, there's nothing new, nothing, you know. It's just entertainment that we watch this time instead of doing it ourselves. So I am going to talk about it because of that. But no, like Chris Pratt. I know that was like super big deal. Like whenever he was first announced as casted as Mario.
Man, the movie just got so much negative press before the darn thing even came out just
Yeah.
because the name Chris Pratt was attached. Everyone's like, "Oh man, Pratt's attached to this." Is he going to be able to pull it off? And I'm not, going on air and saying this way or that way about the boy Pratt, but I will say, I will be on that side of the skeptical crowd. Like, would he be able to pull off the voice of Mario? Because I feel like Mario is just such an iconic character, whether it's video games or not. Like, I feel like so many people just know Super Mario just from the name alone. I'm
Well,
like, man, like
I
everybody.
I will go on air and be like, I don't fuck with Pratt. What's it called? It's just because you know, Jackie follows stuff and she tells me stuff about him, and I'm like, ah, man, it's lame. Like I had high hopes for him, but nah, he's
We were rooting for you, Pratt.
yeah, but he
I
just
guess I'm kind of giving away my thoughts on him. But anyways, continue.
well. Anyway, aside from that, I'm one of the people that can separate artists from art. Except if you're a Nazi like Kanye, that's a different thing. But anyway, aside from that, no, I'm like, okay. I don't really mess with Pratt too much, but if he does a good job, then by all means, do the fucking good job, dude. And he actually, I don't want to say he slam dunked it, but it was to where it didn't bother me. Like, of course, it's not the
Fair.
iconic like it's a me, but he, it was like a more like modern take on like a hint of accent there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that works. And of course, I think the one that stole the one that stole the show, of course, fucking Jack Black as Bowser.
Dude, and that's what brought me to like wanting to see like I was on the fence the entire time, and then when I found out that the boy was attached to it, I was like, "Oh dude, I'm in. I'm so in."
Oh, dude, for sure. Well, what's crazy is that so for Bowser, it's cool because I feel like they wrote Bowser around Jack Black, like around the fact that like, because in the movie Bowser can play piano and he can sing, and I'm like, okay, from the games you would know he wouldn't be like that, but obviously that's to support the fact that it's Jack Black or whatever, right? So I'm like,
Right.
that's neat. That's a really cool take. I'm glad they did that. What's her name? Anya Taylor Joy? Anna Taylor Joy? I don't really know.
Yeah, I think it's Anya. I think you're
Anya,
right.
I think it is Anya. What is she from? Like I've heard the name, but I don't know.
She got big from the Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
That's her. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So she is the voice of Peach. Some people say they can't like. For a lot of people, it's kind of hard to get past the fact of like who's casted as these people, because they're like, "Yo, I saw it and I couldn't even hear Peach. Like I didn't see it as Peach. I just saw it as Anya the whole time."
Really?
Yeah, and I think the biggest argument for that goes towards Seth Rogen as DK.
Right. Yeah. Because Seth is in it, and then isn't also Charlie Day in it too?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone says that too, for because Charlie Day is Luigi. But to me,
Right.
like, I understand that like this movie isn't meant to be like a cinema spectacle. Like, oh yes, this is going to the Oscars for sure. Like, it's meant to entertain children, but it's using IP for fucking millennials like us. Like, obviously, we're gonna go see because of that. And they tried to shove as much like Mario paraphernalia in there as possible. Like, there's a scene where they have to make go karts, right? And
Right.
they have like the little dial spinner, so you could like select your card, the wheel, and the little like.
Oh, heck yeah.
and,
Nice.
and I'm like, see,
Nice
like that,
nod to the
yeah,
game.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. And uh, to further my point, the fact that like it's just meant to entertain. Like for example, like so we know that Seth Rogen is DK. He doesn't do anything to his voice. He just talks like Seth Rogen, right?
And no, like no change. So he's got
No,
the classic.
he does it. He does the
He
fucking
does the
laugh.
signature laugh.
Yes, dude. It's so funny. Like as soon as he did it, I busted out laughing.
That's
Of course,
funny.
like the kids. I'm all yeah. Me and all the kids in the fucking because I'm seeing a kids movie. But like the kids didn't laugh at it, but I did. I laughed so fucking hard. I was like, "That's great. They got something in there for me too." Like,
Nice.
yeah. But
I'm about to see it just for that now. I know I went on saying I'm all about the JB, good old Jack Black. Now I just got to hear the iconic Seth Rogen laugh.
dude, it's great. And Jack Black actually dropped a song on Spotify from the movie. I'm pretty sure you've
Is
heard it
that the
already.
Peaches one?
Yeah, dude.
Is it Peaches? Something
Yeah,
like
it's Peaches. Pretty fucking sick, man.
that? The movie is taunting me. I go
Hmm.
on any social media. I'm either hearing the Peaches song. I'm seeing like pressers with the cast and crew. I'm seeing posters, all kinds of media related to the film. And then to top it off, I just got everybody saying, "You need to go watch it." I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna.
Peaches, peaches,
I'm
peaches,
gonna.
peaches, peaches, peaches. Yeah, man, you definitely need to.
You gotta hit that last note. The what is it? Does he say I want you or I love you? What does he say?
I think this is I want to, but it's funny because he's just like he's just singing in Bowser voice, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden he just switches to like plain old Jack Black voice.
Jack Black voice just out
Yeah,
of nowhere.
and then like he fucking just like devolves. He's like, "Pages," ah! And I'm like, "Okay, come down, fucking Louis Armstrong." Like just trying to do that whole like super raspy fucking crazy shit, man. But it's great. Yeah,
That
no,
sounds like your boy though. That sounds
yeah, yeah,
definitely in the realm of Jack Black, something you do.
dude, I love
I
him
just
so
need to
much.
see it. I need to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
you do. You really do, for real.
I think we're recording this on a weekday for all y'all that love to know the BTS of things, not to be mistaken for BTS the band.
Yeah, because you love them too, so we gotta definitely.
One of these days, I'll have to get a little live crib edition of the shrine that sits beside me. Begrudgingly, have to show it for the significant other. Jesse'd be proud.
Oh yeah.
Um, no, dude, I feel like I'm gonna have to call in tomorrow, do the classic.
Your boss is all. Sounds like you're choking on a meat over there. What's going on, Zach? You're all.
It was some
"Wah."
sort of fireball from. Oh shoot, not fireball.
It is.
Luigi's. Oh shit, I'm going to. And then you just pull on and be like, yeah, I'm going to play hooky because I'm going to see the movie. Just
What
gonna
if,
give
what if
into
like
it.
you what if like you go play hooky and then you see your boss there? It's like one of those like
Classic, just
awkward
like in
like
Family Guy.
yeah.
Peter.
Oh dude,
Oh goodness.
yeah, that'd be some good shit.
I'm trying to think of what when Peter sees Mr. Weed at the ball game, what he says, like what his excuse was.
Oh dude, I can't remember.
Look at us just
Yeah,
fall back in on the old Family Guy as we do on this pod.
fucking love it, man. Family Guy's golden.
The OG
Golden.
Family Guy, man. Nothing quite like it.
No,
Nothing quite like it.
nothing will ever compare. It's
Dude,
crazy.
we still got like a minute or two left on this episode, right?
Yeah, we got a bit. Wow, what's up? What do you have on? What's on your mind, bro?
I mean, we were kind of talking about Star Wars. Do I go live on air and just talk about like the biggest nerd thing I've done in a while? You kind
Yeah.
of hinted at it too at the beginning.
Oh yeah,
All
I
right,
did.
I'm gonna just my inner nerd's coming out right now.
Oh yeah, whip
This
out
is
that bad
what
boy.
I spent my hard-earned from my 9 to 5 job on money's worth on here. Little replica. It's Darth Vader's lightsaber. This is pretty sick, dude. I had to do this. I had to do it. I'm being a nerd. I'm being the biggest nerd for all y'all out there. Huge Star Wars fan. Huge Star Wars fan.
What's Star
But
Wars? Never heard of her.
how dare you take Star Wars name in vain?
Bro, you know me.
If this lightsaber could turn on right now, I'm just kidding.
Oh
It is a
shit.
Sith. It is a Sith lightsaber.
Because
For
you're
all y'all that can't see, just audio only. This is Darth Vader's lightsaber.
Because he's a fucking bad guy,
Um,
guys. Zach is.
He is a bad guy for all y'all that don't know but should know. Um, no, I have to geek out for a second. Why I bought it, and it's cool too because it came with this handy little stand. Check this out. Voila.
So sick, man. Where do you have that bad boy just chilling? Post it up.
Currently it's right next to the PS5.
Okay,
You know.
flex.
Just
Flex.
just random middle class like flex things. Feel like a random just ongoing thing.
Yeah, I actually don't use Walmart bags as my trash bags for the bathroom trash can. So middle
Even the
middle
even the
middle
the the
class.
bathroom trash has
What?
cool, fun bags. I like where you're going with this.
All right,
They're scented too.
they are scented,
Oh
100%.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Guy over here. Um, no, yeah. So, I mean, again, just being a nerd for a hot second, I had to do the Darth Vader lightsaber because I feel like I kind of have to explain myself for all the non-nerds out there. Um, One of my all-time favorite like props from, and this is the OG series too. I'm talking the OG first three Star Wars films. Is Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. So I guess
Yes.
chronologically, it's what, episode six.
Yes.
Um, Favorite just prop, just thing from the series in general. And then me being that weird kind of like, everyone has those like idiosyncrasies about them. I was like, I kind of need to have like the opposing side since I have like Luke's, lightsaber. I
Yeah.
need to have the bad guy. Like it's got to. I'm all about balance.
Oh
I'm
my
all about the
god.
balance.
Just like the
Is
Force.
that a call to the Force? Oh, he got it.
Ah, this is
He
like
got
a
the Force is strong in this one. If only I could, well, I could do like a Yoda voice right now. Oh, the Force is not gonna try to do on it.
no, no,
Cut
no,
it
no,
out. Cut it.
no, no,
This is
no, no.
probably staying in.
You gotta
This is
try it. You gotta
definitely
try it.
staying in. No, dude. Force is strong with this one. I'm leaving it at that. But anyways, to explain myself, had to balance it out. Had to balance it out from the light to the dark. So we got Darth Vader's lightsaber, and also I just love the look of the lightsaber too. It's pretty damn sick. So
Very
had to do
sleek.
it. That was one of the bigger purchases that I've done in a hot minute, and
Not the PS5?
yeah, the PS5 was a little whiles back, but no one needs to know about the PS. Now we're getting back into the gaming territory.
Right.
PS5 is sick though. Do you enjoy it? If you have one out there, PS5 also shout out.
So
Sony sponsor us already.
let me let me ask you, are you ever going to go to Galaxy's Edge to build one?
Dude, and that's where I got it from. So it's from Disney. It's the Galaxy's Edge version. But I want to. I seriously would love. It'd be like a dream to go because they have what is the build a lightsaber whole experience? That's Savi's workshop, I think, is
I
where you
think
get to
so.
build a
Yeah, yeah.
lightsaber. Whatever it is, I would love to go and do that. And just experience the whole thing. See the Millennium Falcon, have like the cool little like Ray like walk out and take a picture and be like, "Oh my God, it's Ray," but it's not really Ray. And then
You
see
know who
Kylo
got to
Ren
do
and be
that?
like, "Dude, do the thing, do the Kylo Ren thing." Just be like a little kid for like 5 seconds, do all that.
You know who got to do all that?
You did,
No, no, of course not. I'm poor, dude. I can't do that shit. Fucking.
dude. What are you talking about? You engineer to be here, be big ballin'.
That's when I get the degree. Then I'll go spend my vast amounts of money on
All
stupid
the
shit.
ching,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
ching ching on the Galaxy's Edge.
But
You can't leave me out of this, D-man. You gotta let the people know you're also a Star Wars fan.
bro, I'm a Trekkie. You know this. No, no, no. Yeah, no. Super big Star Wars fan ever since I was little. My first favorite fictional character ever was Darth Vader, and my dad was like, "You know that's a bad guy, right?" I'm like, "Well, I guess I'm a bad guy."
It's like, yo, Dad, the suit, the
Fuck,
voice, iconic voice.
the
He's got
fucking
like
lights
cool,
on his fucking chest, baller.
right? Big ballin' status.
Hmm.
We're talking about a guy that's got like a full-on posse following him pretty much anywhere. Like, I want to be that guy. And then we can go and find out what happens to the boy in the prequel series. Man,
Dude,
Anakin.
Anakin was like. So obviously, when the prequels were coming out, we were kids. We were the kids then.
Yep.
And dude,
Target audience, baby.
yeah, and Anakin was just fucking favorite. And it's so funny how that worked out too, because we saw episode one. Anakin was a little kid. We saw ourselves in him because we were little kids.
True.
And then he grows up to be a fucking the best fucking Jedi ever, arguably. and it's
I am
hard.
most powerful.
Yeah, and it's hard not to like for people our age. It's hard not to like be like, oh, he's the favorite for sure. And it is sad. It breaks my heart to see like the thing like what he went through because he was never truly like evil. He just wanted to stop the people that he loved from dying. That's all it was.
And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much his whole. That's like the whole MO of our boy Anakin.
Yeah.
And you could probably correct me because I think you watched some of the what is it the Clone Wars, that animated series, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Um, from what I've heard from some sources here, because I got George Lucas on speed dial.
Beep. Yeah.
Um, from not only that, but I think that one other animated series, Rebels, just multiple of the, just like expanded universe, all that stuff. From what I heard is the our boy Palpatine, aka for like I guess in the Star Wars timeline, wasn't he a senator before he became the Emperor? I think he was just
The
like a regular
Supreme
senator or something.
Chancellor. Yeah, yeah, he was a senator.
Yeah, yeah.
He was the senator of
Um,
Naboo, actually.
that's right.
Yeah.
So, from what I have heard, like he like straight up like groomed Anakin to becoming what he becomes. Obviously Darth Vader. Kind of gets him to be the dark side and all. But I guess in a lot of like the expanding universe stuff and some of the animated series, like there's some like dialogue between them that furthers like how he ends up making that decision to join the dark side and everything. So
Dude, he's like straight up did manipulation tactics. He gaslighted him.
yeah,
He I don't know all the regular fucking terms, but just know that he was toxic as shit.
exactly.
He
Anything that a
fed
bad guy would do, he did that and then some on steroids.
yeah, like he fed on Anakin's insecurities. Like he knew what the fuck he was doing. Like
Yeah.
he's like a really bad ex that you just can't get away from.
Yeah. And man, it sucks because we know what happens, but damn it, Darth Vader is just such a badass. Where you're like, there's a little part of you where like, man, I'm kind of glad. But but I mean, you get back into reality, like, man, but what if he didn't? What if he
Yeah.
didn't turn to the dark side?
No, yeah, it's sad because I wanted more for my boy. And what's crazy is that like
Exactly.
of course, Anakin was my favorite as a kid, but I think it may have like I still have that love for him, but I think the favorite may have shifted to Obi-Wan for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I can't really explain why. Honestly, it's just I don't know. I think because Obi-Wan is like the what is it? There's always those characters that have the what is it? The indomitable human spirit like type beat. Like
Yeah, he's got that complex.
like if you
Like
think
100%.
like if you think Marvel, you think Spider Man. If you think DC, you think Superman. If you think Star Wars, I think Obi Wan. You know what I mean? Just like righteous tries to do the best that they can in terms of being good. And I'm like, it's funny because
The good guy incarnate trope.
yeah,
100%.
and fucking in anime it could be like Deku or Tanjiro. Tanjiro.
Hey, shout
Yeah,
out
and
Demon Slayer and My Hero.
yeah, and I don't know. I've always really enjoyed that trait in characters because I feel like that's something that I would love to try and emulate. Set an example, be the better man, be the best person. It's just so hard, bro. Because like we're
You about
human.
to be going dark side on me? Is this all live
No,
on air right now?
not at all. Not dark side, but it's like morally, I don't even know what the color is. I'm definitely like in the gray leading light area of like if the morality was a spectrum, I would be in the gray, but like leaning towards light, if that makes sense.
I feel that. I like to think I'd be somewhere in that similar category, 100%.
Yeah.
But now to
Yeah.
kind of continue on with the Obi-Wan thing, this might bleed into the next episode, but um, I think it's just it kind of goes back to, you know, you had me at when we watched the series when we were younger, and it's like from what we were exposed to when we were younger. We had Anakin, but we also had, depending on if you've seen the original trilogy or not. In our case, we saw Darth Vader first and stuff, and when you're a kid, you're just like, whatever kind of seems cool. You're like, I like want to follow that. But then obviously you get older, that old age thing starts to kind of happen, and
The
you
frontal
know,
lobe is finally done developing.
we're gonna call back to episode one here. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have to go through all that. But long story short, you do get older and you start to, depending on the person you want to be or you kind of end up becoming in life, you start to kind of gravitate towards certain qualities and things. And I feel like Obi-Wan just has that like just epitome of like the good guy spirit. And, you know, what's not
Dang.
to love about that, right?
What a pivotal, positive, existential speech you did while I hear soothing piano in the background over there. Uh huh.
I've been caught. I forgot. I
Yeah.
got
No. You're trying to set that. You're
copyright right
trying to
now.
set that shit up on purpose. You're like, you were like, hold on.
It was all
Let me.
part of the master plan.
I'm about to speak right now. Let me just push play, and I think that there you go. Yeah. Good shit.
That's
My
so
dude.
funny. I was trying to turn that off too earlier in the episode. People that are watching the video, they'll probably notice that. They're like, "What the hell is Zach doing?" Now you know. Now you know what that whole bit was. Like you're halfway through this episode.
Trying to
Um,
paint himself as a hero. Good shit.
no, I secretly have a
No.
I have a I have a dark side. I have a demon inside me. What is that? You have a demon inside you? You have semen inside you? Dude, what is that?
No, it's a TikTok. There's this dude that's like, I think he's lifting weights or something. And he's like, I have the demon in me, and I have, or some shit like that. But it's like, just the way he put it. Oh man!
And then something snapped. Something inside of me.
Oh no! Yeah, I didn't care anymore.
I didn't care about beating Kakarot.
Good shit. Good shit. Always.
And on that note, I think that's it for this one.
Yeah, man. Definitely. We were definitely in our filmmakers phase for this episode for sure.
This was the filmmaker fucking episode, y'all. For all y'all film nerds out there, I hope you guys enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah, you'll enjoy
No,
it.
seriously, we were kind of like in our prime, I think. Anyways, we're doing that classic like hang on to the outro way too long. People
That's
be
you.
in the comments.
That's you.
Yeah,
Stop
I
talking.
do.
Stop talking. All right, guys. We'll
Oh,
catch you
man.
on the next. Don't worry, we'll talk more everything next time too. But
You already know it.
Peace, bros.
Peace.